Welcome back to CCN. It's great to have you back on campus after your long adventure. How long were you gone?
2 weeks. I was in Florida winning a national championship, and then I got to cover the basketball national tournament.
Sounds like you were a busy tiger for sure.
I was having a ball.
Did you get a chance to see the musical Cinderella?
I did. I really enjoyed it. It was super fun. And Hannah, you got to catch up with Nick Albrecht and a few of the cast members together.
I got to talk to Cowley Theater students and get an inside view on the Cinderella production. Let's check it out.
My name is Ray Cady, and I'm a sophomore here, and I'm in the theater program. You know, Cinderella did a little twist, I guess. It's not like the traditional Disney Cinderella because it's not owned by Disney.
Yeah.
It's owned by Rogers and Hammerstein. They wrote it. So it doesn't have there's different characters that have been changed. And
my name is Nick Albrecht. I'm the director of theater.
Okay.
Well, it's been a fun experience getting to work with them. They get to see what I do and the things that I've been teaching them and how we implement them into real life. And it's been a lot of fun to get to see them grow and experience working with me and vice versa, getting to see how I need to change to work with them too.
My name is Esmeralda Castillo. I am a sophomore here at the college. I am a musical theater major. Gosh, I am so excited. There's actually a scene in the musical where I'm putting the corset on him, so that's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to see the outcome and what he's going to look like. I mean, he's going to be much taller than me and the girl playing Gabrielle, so it's going to be something new.
Cinderella is probably my favorite production that they've put on this year. I know that they have great things ahead of them.
Theater students did a really good job, and I really enjoyed their harmony in the show.
Yes, they did. I enjoyed it as well.
Didn't Jordan run the soundboard for this production?
He did. He spoke to a few students about their faith since leaving home. A recent poll shows that less than half of Americans identify as having a religious faith, compared to over 70% back in 1999.
Wow!
Research shows that between the ages of 18 and 20, the percentage of churchgoers drops off dramatically. I'm going to be talking with local students here at Cowley about their religion and whether or not they are struggling with it during their college experience.
I grew up in a Christian household, but now that I'm in college, I feel like it's a lot harder to focus on religion because you have so many other things to deal with. But if I didn't grow up in a Christian household, I'm not really sure what my viewpoint on religion would be. I would obviously still have the knowledge of it, but I'm not sure what I would classify myself as.
In elementary school, I actually went to a Catholic school. There have been times, especially going through the loss of a family member or somebody close to me, that I've definitely struggled with trying to understand why something would happen to me like that. Why would God allow this? Why would God allow that, this and that? Is there a God even? Or are people just dying for no reason? Am I praying up to something that doesn't exist? Okay, I believe it's okay not to go to church, and that's just a personal thing that I believe. If you believe in anything different, who cares? That was one of the things that I had to weigh, though, and I decided to twist it in a way that would make religion more applicable to me.
Thank you to those students for opening up about your faith. What are your opinions back in the studio on religion?
Going to college hasn't really changed my perspective on faith.
Yeah, me either. It is a time for people to experiment, but it didn't change my faith as well.
I agree. Everybody has their own perspective. Avery had an emotional experience at the What You Were Wearing exhibit.
This exhibit was about being sexually harassed or sexual assault victims. Let's see their point of view.
Jeans, and oversized tie-dye shirt. She was like a sister to me. There had been never anything like that between us. Then it was like a switch flipped in her, and all of a sudden, what I didn't want didn't matter. Black basketball shorts and a blue basketball jersey. I was 11 years old. He groomed me. I had just moved to town, and he was a popular kid at school. He said he'd make sure I never had another friend at school if I told anyone. I didn't tell anyone for 10 years, and when I did, they asked why I wasn't strong enough to fight him off, or if I really wanted it, but never what I was wearing.
My favorite pink FVSU t-shirt and black leggings. They sat in the bathroom of my laundry for weeks. I never washed them. They just hid down there, out of sight, out of mind, if only.
A black skirt and a red sweater. They were my roommates. She let me borrow them for my date. I was so excited. I really liked him. I thought he was a nice guy. But when I said slow down and cried, he didn't stop.
My favorite yellow shirt, but I don't remember what pants I was wearing. I remember being so confused and just wanting to leave my brother's room and go back and watch my cartoons. A cute mini dress. I loved it the moment I saw it. I had some killer heels too. I just wanted to have a good time that night, look cute, and hang with my sisters. He kept getting me shots over and over again. The next thing I remember is crawling around on the floor looking for that stupid dress.
I went to go see the exhibit, and it was an eye-opening experience to see all those stories.
Yeah, it was very sad. But you know what's not sad? National champion for trap shooting club, Emma Spears.
Michaela talked to her and the trap members about their experience about nationals.
I caught up with Emma Spear in the trap club to see how their season progressed on their way to nationals.
Honestly, shooting a 97 at the ACUI National Championship in San Antonio, it was kind of a relief. One of those moments I was really proud of myself, but at the end of the day, I knew I needed to stay humble until the results came out. I will continue this sport on to a 4-year, and that will be Missouri Valley. It's going to be busy. We're going to be competing every weekend, so I'm super excited for that. This is an amazing sport. It's going to teach you many life skills just out of shooting. It's not just going to teach you gun safety, but it's going to teach you the focus, determination, and basic life skills that you're going to need to carry on in life. You need to keep an open mind, listen to your coaches because they know what's best for you. I didn't believe that at first when I was in high school, but I use all their strategies to this day, and you're your own anchor. You have to push yourself to what you want. You're going to be only as good as you make yourself. Something that Coach Hoyt said, she said, you got to show up every day, keep prayed up, and keep your faith, and everything will be okay.
The reason why I joined trap was because I shot previously in high school, so I wanted to carry on the tradition.
Honestly, Emma impacted me the most. She had a lot to teach me as she shot previously, and she did help out quite a bit.
Team bonding and working as a team together.
We are the Cowley Trap Club. What an amazing job the Cowley Trap team did at nationals. Emma Spear and the rest of the trap members have great opportunities up ahead of them.
Congratulations for winning a national championship, Emma.
That is very impressive, and she is such a shining star here at Cowley.
You know who else is a rising star?
Who?
Reese got to sit down with an author, Adam Catlin, about his new book.
I had the pleasure of interviewing Adam Catlin. He is the author of Until August, in which I had the pleasure of listening what inspired him to write this story and the details that make the story so magical.
But the origins of Until August started right where I'm actually sitting right now in room 135 of the Brown Center. Even after I got published, I was always still taken with the visual of the story, because even when I was living the story back in 98, 99, it was always felt like a movie. We even looked at each other so many times and said, this is just like a movie. Like, this really should be a visual story. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, is get it all onto film so I can share that with people. She brought me back to life and gave me a new lease on life. And I'll always be thankful and appreciative of her for doing that. And that's what led to my novel Until August. It's really a story about hope and being able to go on in your life and being thankful for the people who do come into your life.
He sounds like a great writer.
He does. Too bad he didn't come to Writers Corner. Creative Writing Club and I presented some pieces for this event.
And he spoke to Marla Cervantes and a few students.
The director of creative writing, Marla Cervantes, and 2 of her students took a few moments out of their day to talk to me about Writers Corner.
Writers Corner is what we call kind of our open mic night. It includes poetry, some short fiction, so there'll be, or nonfiction, so there'll be different works, and it's all original works, original writing.
This will be my second time, but the first time actually reading it out in public, because I know last semester, because of the corona stuff, we had to do it online and record it.
This is my first time reading for Writers Corner. I've heard about it, but because of last semester, we haven't been able to actually read in front of people.
Well, the length of time it takes to write something really varies. Mm-hmm. You know, there are times that you have such an inspiration and you feel such a pull to write something that you sit down and it immediately comes out. There are times that I am driving and I have to stop. Mm-hmm. And I have to write right then. Or if I can't stop, I'm getting the voice part on my phone so I can say it.
Writing does come a little easier when I'm writing about something I love, and I think that's really special about this class is because I can relate to whatever we're writing about. I'm nervous for Writer's Corner because I'm reading something personal for me, so that's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm also really excited to kind of show people my writing. And
I'm a little nervous, yeah, because I was used to me recording in front of a camera. Now I have to actually get on a stage and a microphone in front of everybody. So it's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm still really excited to get the chance to do it.
Thank you to those who I had a chance to interview. Everyone did an amazing job on their pieces at Writer's Corner.
I really enjoyed my experience reading my pieces.
I bet they were great.
Thank you. I'm just not sure where to go after Cowley.
Well, Emma talked to Jana and Mike on how to prepare and how to transfer from Cowley.
Yes, Andrew, and they had some good insight for students looking to transfer.
Is dual advising, starting as early as possible, even as your freshman year.
Just how they go visit, and in the visit feel like they have the resources that they need for that college. Yes, kind of academics, but the tutoring if they need it, or just the feeling in general that they get that they're going to feel comfortable at that location.
If you can narrow it down to 3 different universities, that even helps quite a bit with just trying to make sure that your advisor here at Cowley can model what you're studying after the universities. Biggest struggle, deadlines. I will never tell a student where they can go, but what I would love to do is give you the resources to be able to make an educated decision on where you want to go.
Somewhat people are going to be conscious of the tuition, but just get a feeling when they visit there and what feels comfortable to them.
Thank you, Jenna and Mike, for that good advice for students.
That's all good advice.
Now I will make sure that I have all my transcripts ready for my next college.
Me too. My boy Jared has an update on sports.
Thanks, Andrew. On April 3rd of this year, the Cowley College baseball team split their games against Allen County, but that wasn't even the biggest event going on that Sunday day. Former Cowley baseball coach Dave Burrows was honored at the city ballpark with his jersey being retired and displayed on the left center field fence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Burrows.
Dave, who was the head coach for the Tigers for 32 seasons, led the team to 2 JUCO World Series titles and over 1,300 wins.
And they didn't tell me I had to speak until I got here, or I wouldn't have done this. I'll just tell you that much right now. It means a lot that you guys would show up today. I've had several texts from a lot of your teammates over the years, and it's been pretty special and it's very humbling. So I can't thank you guys enough. My hat's off to you.
When asked about former players showing up for the ceremony, current coach Darren Burrows was quoted saying, "It was nice to see the guys come back and honor Dave. It showed the impact he has had on those players' lives." After the ceremony, the Tigers split their games against Allen County, winning the first game 9-3, but losing the second game 4-2 in the 9th inning after giving up 2 runs with only 2 more outs to go. As of April 21st, the Tigers are ranked number 10 and look to wrap up the regular season in May.
I just want to say thanks. I can't thank you enough. It means a great deal to me. Thank you very much.
We here at Cowley College News wish Coach Burrows a happy retirement. As I'm speaking, the Lady Tiger tennis team is already on their way to nationals in Arizona, and the boys start on May 17th. I went down to practice to talk to Coach Raga and a couple of freshmen about gearing up for the nationals. Coach Raga's #1 priority for players heading to nationals is rest.
Every year is different, but I think what we're taking as experience to use for this year is rest and preparation, because it's a long tournament, it's a whole week. So sometimes the guys are playing really good the first couple of days, but then they're a little bit tired. So this year we're going to rest a lot before going there. We're going to work hard, but also make sure they're well rested before the tournament.
For many of the players on the tennis team, this is their first time playing at nationals.
I hope we're going to play well. We're going to show our best. I'm so excited to play. I just want to show my best.
We're doing a lot of training right now with the team, with Coach Manuel, Coach Ari. I think as a group, we're doing more. We're doing more fitness. We're doing specifically tactics with the coaches. I think we're a great group because we push each other to get better.
Before heading into nationals for basketball, guard Kobe Campbell talked to Coach Vest before wrestling nationals about his game plan heading into the big show.
Coach Vest believes that the team needs fine touches.
Right now, it's kind of just about fine-tuning. We're trying to just keep the guys fresh. We're trying to keep them healthy, help them keep their weight under control.
This year's nationals were held at Iowa at the Mid-American Center.
This is one of those years where it's going to be really, really hard because we haven't really seen competition outside of Kansas. So it's kind of just we're going to go in there, we're going to roll the dice and kind of see how it comes out.
The team has only played 9 matches heading into the tournament.
I feel like we did the best that we could. You know, I wouldn't say that this would be a normal level of training and prepared for the national tournament. We definitely have liked a lot more matches in. But I think with what we had to work with, I think that we have them as close as they can be to being ready to go.
The wrestling team finished 13th at Nationals, with both freshmen Malik Johnson and Ryan Smith finishing 6th place. On the men's side, they finished the season 24-5 and took a heartbreaking loss against Coffeyville in the national championship. Reporter Joe Blake went on the sideline to see how Cowley made it that far in the tournament.
The men's basketball team took the nation by storm with a unique playing style that led them all the way to the national championship game.
Like you said, it's natural ability and part of us working on it every day in practice, and we've been able to translate it really well.
Just looking back at it, we were 1-3 from the start, and you know a lot of people had just lost faith in us like that.
It caused a problem, and that's a big thing on our team is that we feel like we have 11 starters, 12 starters, because it comes down to making shots.
Coach, tell me something. What do you say to the critics that say, Coach, you give up 96 points a night on average?
Yeah. I led the nation, or our team led the nation in defense many years, but we weren't here. Some of the natural abilities that this group has is incredible of just sharing the ball. And when we stop doing that, we get in trouble, but when we share the ball, we have success.
While Cowleyism didn't win a national championship this year, it is sure to be replicated next year, and possibly by more teams around the country.
It's recruiting season for the Cowley volleyball team right now. Kobe got the chance to talk to Coach Grimm and sophomore Juju Eaton on how they think their regular season went.
I got a chance to speak with Coach Grimm and Juju Eaton about how the season went and how they'll continue to progress next year. This is their intake.
We started off the season at 5-7. After that 5-7, we went 11-4, which ended up with the 16-11 record you spoke of. I thought we got better as we went along. We just didn't finish at key times.
Just like Coach said, I believe we also had a slow start, especially compared to last year. We always stuck with the teams that we lost to, either way. And if we won, then we beat them out by a lot.
Well, we're losing 4 sophomores. And so we obviously want to replace those positions. Then we want to add more ball control. We want to add more explosiveness on the attack, but we also want to add a more defensive presence.
Thanks for your time, and good luck for next season.
Moving over to the basketball side of Cowley sports, the women's team finished the season 15-9 with a loss in the second round at the regional tournament to Hutchinson. Sophomore Sienna Bolts was named first team all-conference, while freshmen Bailey Fincher and Martina Kowalska were selected to second team all-conference. There's a new group of athletes in the spotlight on the track team. Joe investigated a little bit more on this.
During the outdoor track and field season, we've gotten to see a new group rise, and it's the throwers.
And for the last reigning 3 weeks in a row, we've had our decks #1 in the nation on the men's side, and then our jab on the men's side is #1, and then also on the women's side, the shot, discus, and
right now. And everybody's out here chasing numbers. We're chasing performances.
Staying consistent have been the distance runners, who since cross-country season have been dominant.
But Adrian set the school record in the 5K. We're more geared towards nationals for him. And same thing on the women's side with Lubna.
The Tigers will be ready for regionals, which started today and will go through Saturday right here in Ark City.
I think the home field advantage brings performance value.
You got to protect the house, man.
Yep.
So.
Track and field are hosted regionals at Tiger Field on the 29th through May 1st. The men's soccer team is off to a hot start. Joe got the scoop on the field.
The Cowley men's soccer team is off to an undefeated 7-0 start, thanks to putting a lot of pressure on their opponents.
Said it right. It was all about pressure. Pressuring, counter pressuring. If you lose the ball, you have to get it back and then keep them in their half. That field. In a normal situation, we already have the butterflies in the stomach, but now just waiting a year and a half, everybody had that adrenaline, so we just couldn't wait to be on the field. And I'm honestly very pleased with what I saw today. You know, even with the rotation, players kind of feeling tired, and everyone who went in just did well. So we did good. It was a great start. I mean, I couldn't ask for something better than that. Whoever has more desire wins the game. That's how.
I'm so proud of this group and keep going. Yeah. But I take the penalty. He hit the post, but it's okay.
For the whole game. At the end, it came. You know, the coach always told me to be patient because, you know, I'm very full. I'm a very attacking player. So you know, the ball at the end arrived and I scored. So
The Tigers look to ride this momentum all the way to another regional championship and another berth in nationals.
Thank you for that amazing update on sports, Jared.
That's it for this episode.
Tigers
Tigers out.